these people fighting?
She is jealous! You is jealous!
Complicated family competitions.
He doesn't pay the child support. He doesn't call.
Think about this child.
My daughter is my business, not hers. I don't get in their business.
Who do you want to be with?
Laura.
It's not easy ending any relationship, especially if there's a baby involved. But it gets even more complicated when the man gets involved with another woman. Today, the new woman and the baby's mother come together to confront each other and the man who's in the middle. Involved, the couple breaking up can go their separate ways. But when a child is involved, the two parents are forever bonded, and these parents must then have contact with their ex's new mate. Now, for some families, this isn't a problem. But for my guests today, the situations have become very complicated and have gotten pretty ugly. Meet Tasha and Ed. They have been married for the last 3 years and have 2 children together. But Ed also has a child from a previous marriage with Becky, who is backstage. Oh, no, excuse me, relationship. You guys were never married, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, she's waiting backstage, and she will join us in a few minutes. Ed says he hasn't seen the daughter he has with Becky since last April, and he is here today to tell his ex he is tired of her game playing and is prepared to fight her in court to see his daughter. Natasha says that Becky has made life difficult for her and Ed since the day they got together. And she wants Becky to stay out of their lives. Tell me what kind of problems Becky has been causing.
What kind of problems? It started since the day we got together. She goes to his parents' house every day. I mean, it's a daily thing. I was pregnant. She's down there with Samantha, which is his daughter, and I felt very uncomfortable being my own boyfriend. Well, he was my boyfriend then. We're husband and wife now. In his home with her sitting there. And I'm like, I'm the one pregnant. I'm the one dating him. You should just drop off your daughter and leave. I know she wants my husband back because she starts rumors all the time. Like, supposedly he calls her. When we did have contact, we were seeing Samantha. It was very hard because when he would talk to her, it'd be like, she'd tell her friends, which would get back to me that Ed and her have slept together. He's been calling her. He wants her back. She still loves him. The thing of it is he's mine. She has to deal with that now. And we have 2 children together, and my 2 boys don't even know who Samantha is, and they should have that right to know they have a sister. Mm-hmm.
Tell me what it's like for you.
What was that?
Tell me what it's like for you.
Well, number one, Ricki, when I left Becky because there's a lot of problems with us, and we just weren't meant for each other or anything like that. Samantha just kind of came up, and me and Tasha went out before me and Becky ever went out before. We were going out in high school and stuff, and I kind of got back with her, and I told Becky 3 months before I left her that I was leaving her and stuff, and she was all right about it at first, but then as soon as me and Tasha got together, she started all kinds of things, want me back, and...
Do you think Becky wants you back today?
I don't think so now, and it's been three years. I don't think so now.
It's been 3 years, but she's still hanging out at your parents' house.
Yeah, she hangs out there just to torment me. I don't know if she does or not. She does it to torment.
That's always nice, isn't it? The ex tormenting you.
Yeah, we try to be friends with them, actually. We try to be friends, nice with them. We try to help them out in different things. But every time we do, we get stabbed in the back by them, by something they do.
Mm-hmm. She's dating somebody right now. Well, she's lesbian, and she's with no lesbian lover. And
excuse me, what does that have to do with anything? Nothing.
The thing of it is they're raising his daughter in that situation, and for the longest time, they had a 1-bedroom apartment, and she was in the same room,
Wait a minute, what situation?
Situation with them 2. Because I have 2 boys.
Okay,
And
but
then
this isn't really on the subject, but there's really nothing wrong with two lesbians raising a child.
I have nothing wrong. I mean, I have nothing wrong with it as long as, you know, they keep their things to themselves or anything like that.
Don't quite understand what you mean, but...
Well,
okay, wait a minute, but you yourself have been accused of abusing Samantha.
yeah, see what they tried to do before, okay. One time they came into our house. Becky started a fight with me at my house, okay. We escorted her out the door. What happened is we were down at the, she went and threw a punch. She had Samantha in one arm.
See, the reason why he even came between is because I told her, I said, Becky, grow up and leave. Because my 2-year-old son does not see fighting. And I didn't want him to see that fighting. And I told her to leave. And I was 6 months pregnant with our second child. And she called me nothing but a stupid B.I., you know. And he ran down in between us because I ran down after
I got
her.
in between them and stuff just to try to get her to go to the truck. She went and she had Samantha in one arm. She came out with the other arm, punched me upside the head. Okay.
And you accidentally hit your daughter?
Well, see, what happened is I wasn't expecting it. I stumbled back. I brought my arm back up because she went to swing again. I brought my arm back up to catch her arm. Okay, well, my hand did. She had Samantha in the one arm here, and my hand came back, and it got the back of my hand against Samantha's lip. Well, Samantha didn't cry or anything at first, except for when Becky started screaming and stuff. Mm-hmm. Then I didn't. There was no more punches thrown or anything like that. And she ran to the truck, and her girlfriend got out of the truck, acted like she was going to try to fight me, and she decided it was the wrong idea to do.
All right, all right. Well, we have Becky here today. You want to meet our audience? Becky, come on out. She hasn't said one word, and you're already booing. Let's be fair, guys. Becky, what do you want to add to the story?
Well, to begin with, they done nothing but lie since they've been up here. I mean, it was, you know, the situation with him hitting Samantha and what have you. I walked into their house. We was moving that day. I was, 6, 7 minutes late picking her up, and he started calling me a nasty little bitch and everything else, and I was like, hey, wait a minute. You know, and I told him, if you want to come and see your daughter, you got to come to Middletown and come to see her. And he was like, you nasty, sleazy little bitch. And he comes and he chased me.
That is
That
That is a bunch of crap right there.
You know,
You're the
Sit down, sit down.
You know you get your ass kicked.
Tasha, please, let me remind the two of you, we are ladies here. We are adults.
lady.
Okay. Hang on, guys.
You're the one that's not a lady, Tasha. You shut up.
Excuse me. All right? We don't say shut up to anyone. This is an open arena. We will all be heard, and we don't need to use the bad language, okay? One at a time. Becky, we heard your side of the story. Let's hear her side. Becky, continue.
Turned around and I was walking out of the house. I ain't gonna put up with this. That's what I said. He chased me out of the house. He was calling me a whole bunch of nasty little names. I just looked at him and said, why don't you look at your wife? You know, and he charged me for the apartment complex.
Sit down. I'm not going to ask you again, Tasha. Please stay seated.
He chased me.
This is a lie? Are you saying this isn't true?
This is all a lie, because I was 6 months pregnant with our second child. He was eating dinner when she came to pick up Samantha.
Okay.
He put down his plate. She said, because his mom gave her the message that we said,
Right.
pick her up by 6.
I was eating
because we have a
dinner
life
at
of
the
our
time.
own.
I was not mad at her at the time. Usually, the reason why I get upset, I call my parents' house stuff, is usually when they come to pick up Samantha, they're a couple hours late. About come pick up.
really?
They come pick her up whenever they feel
Eddie,
like
there
picking
was
her
a
up.
whole day
Okay,
there
all right,
that
let me
you
clear something up.
All right.
Excuse me, let me clear something up. They said you want him back. Do you want him back? No.
No, he did nothing for me.
Do you want your daughter to know her father?
Yes, I would love for her daughter, or my daughter and him, to have a relationship and what have you, but it's not going to happen.
Why is it not going to happen?
Because they won't let it happen. They will not let it happen. It's his way and his way only, and if it's not that way, then to hell with you. That's what he says.
All right, yes, what do you want to say?
I want to, Becky, now, I understand you don't want him back.
No, I don't.
But why, when you go to his parents' house, you stay there with the kid? Why don't you just drop her off and then let them just deal like
I
that?
have not been to his parents' house for 3 months. I have not walked in that house for
So
3
you
months.
drop the
3
kid
months out of
off when
3
you,
years.
when they see them, you just drop them off.
What?
You just drop the little girl off when you go to see, when she sees her grandparents.
When he seen her, yes, I did. I went to his parents' house because I was invited there.
So maybe you should talk to your parents about her staying at that house when
You
you're
know,
coming
I
over
told
there.
his parents, you know.
I think we need to
told them.
grow up here. There's a child involved. And you need to think of the best interest of this child. over it. Both of you, all three of you need to move over and think about this child. She deserves to know her father.
Therefore, we keep telling him, let's let bygones be bygones, have a friendship just because of Samantha and Samantha only.
Yeah, how many times we try to be friends with you guys? You guys have been nasty and rude to us.
Guess what, audience?
Oh, really?
We have Becky's lover here, too, and we're going to meet her after this break. Stay with us.
And my boyfriend had a child with another lady, I would feel very uncomfortable. I would just tell her that your relationship with my boyfriend is over with. It's just you and the child, and he only has to worry about the child, so just leave me and him alone.
Love is complicated enough when things are going well. So when couples break up and children are involved, things can certainly get messy. Now, we just met Tasha and Ed, who are married and have 2 kids. And we met Becky, who is Ed's ex-girlfriend and the mother of his daughter. Now it's time to bring out Becky's current lover, Marie. Marie, come on out. This is Marie. She and Becky live together and have been raising Becky and Ed's daughter. Marie says she thinks Ed is just jealous because she has been a better provider for Becky and her daughter than he ever was. God. Is that what you think, Marie?
Yes, that's what I think.
Tell me.
Well, when Eddie left Becky, he left her with no stove, no refrigerator, all the bills due, including the rent, utilities. It was cold. We lived in the Midwest. The baby was sleeping in a playpen. There was no bed for her. There was a couch and a chair. Coolers to eat out of.
Is this true, Ed?
Well, this is what it was, Ricky. We just moved into an apartment, okay? The apartment didn't have a stove or refrigerator. And the thing is, I went to work every day. This lady did nothing at home. She didn't cook. She didn't clean. She didn't do a damn thing. She couldn't even give her daughter a bath when I left. Marie had to do it when she moved in with her. Had to give her a bath. You know, she couldn't. We had all things packed up still. How can I work, come home, do all this stuff, you know, and everything? And before we moved in this place, I was just moving her in here to set her up because I done told her I was leaving her, you know, and her mom was there to help her out too.
Yes, what do you want to say?
Marie had to give your daughter a bath? Well, were your hands broken?
When I was with her, I did everything. I gave my daughter a bath.
And then went to work.
I took care of my kids. And she only...
You went to work. Yeah, right, Eddie. You went to work and you went out with all these other different women when you went to work. Yeah, you was really working, wasn't you?
Marie, you say that Ed and Tasha are harassing you?
All the time.
Get chased around town. Yeah, I'd call that harassment.
We drove by their house one time it was just me and Ed. We were going to Wendy's, and we went to Comington House, which is a place right next to their house, to fill an application for an apartment. Drove by their house to go to Wendy's. She goes down place and said Eddie drove by a bunch of black gangsters in the car.
Every 10 minutes, their favorite number is 911 or child abuse, whichever one they can think of first.
None of them were with him.
Wait a minute. Oh, please. You know, he comes to our house. He comes to our house, hollering and screaming, leaves his footprint on our front door. He come into our front room. You better do this. You better do this. You better do that.
Oh no, Marie.
You know,
remember
his footprint on the front door of my house. Now I go to his house when we were dealing with each other over Samantha. Everything was fine. Everything was calm and cool.
Okay.
When me and Becky were broke up, yes, we had problems.
I get the picture. I get the picture. You four hate each other.
Yes.
Okay.
I got that. But what is going to happen to Samantha?
She's staying with me.
Yeah, she thinks because I got a lawyer right now, and she does not know it, and I'm going to get her. I'm trying to get her for 6 months out of the year because I think she does deserve to see with her mother.
After what Samantha had to say about you.
No kidding.
A 3-year-old
found a child abuse against you for one thing. They ain't going to give you her. Give it up.
Shut up. Because number one, as I told
Give it up.
Don't tell her to shut up.
I tell you what, Marie, you don't know. You
Thank you, Tasha.
You want to tell your life?
I tell you what. You think you're man? You think you're man?
No,
you think you can raise my daughter?
That's right, I
That's
have
the thing is, you wish you could raise my daughter. I bailed your ass in jail because you two got restraining orders on each other. You two can't. No, what you're doing.
Yes, they did.
I'm sorry. You don't even know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking
Please,
about.
Marie, one at a time. Tasha?
Marie had a daughter with previous.
Yeah.
She gave her up to her.
She gave her up. So why is she trying to think she's going to be a father to my daughter?
That's right.
No.
You could say no, he's Eli.
Sexual orientation has nothing to do with being a good mother or a good father.
I don't believe that, Ricki. Like I said, I'm not fighting to keep her. I'm fighting for 6 months because I believe she needs to be with her mother.
With the man that she says,
but these
molested
guys,
her.
these play. Oh, okay. She's trying to say. Okay, this is what the thing is. They're trying to say my daughter went home and tried to say I touched my daughter or something. I have evidence that, they took her up to the
And had a pap smear done on her.
She has not been sexually abused. How come they did not take her down to the hospital exactly the same day that we heard about it? Well, she took her to the hospital. She took her down 3 weeks after to a different hospital. Some hospitals here Rapids.
Okay, I need to resolve this in some way. Are you guys going to make some kind of plan work?
No, through court.
Through court.
He's trying to make it sound like we didn't get it.
On my block.
Wait, if I got
All right, he says he's going to get her through court.
Oh, my God,
All right,
please.
next, a man who says his baby's mother is breaking up his marriage and he wants her to butt out of his life. We'll be right back.
On the next all-new Ricki Lake, we'll go behind the scenes
Here's the makeup room, my wardrobe room.
as Ricki sets up her single staff members.
Hi, Ricki. We found 4 guys who we think will be great for you. Smooth.
Ricki's finicky co-workers get to meet a mate, find out who they choose and who they lose.
Whoever she doesn't take, I'm taking.
Thank you. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
We're going to have a ball.
On an all-new Ricki Lake.
I've been in a relationship where my boyfriend had a baby from a previous relationship or marriage. It's difficult being in that type of, situation because you have to give up a lot of yourself. You have to lower your dignity and your pride to have this person always in your life. And they're always going to be a part of you and they're always going to be a part of him.
Is it possible that his new woman will influence him so much that he no longer will spend time or money on his child from a previous relationship? According to my next guest, not only is it possible, but it's exactly what's happening in her life. Meet Lynette. Lynette has a 6-year-old daughter with Willie, and she says that Willie's wife, Evelyn, is the cause of all their problems. She says Willie used to be a good father, but now he's letting Evelyn come between him and his child. Let's hear about it, girl.
Well, it just started like, he was all right at first, and we were together and everything was just fine. Then I had left Willie. I think he gave her the impression he left me, but no, I left Willie because I was up on game. You know what I'm saying? I was 18, I was young, but I had left Willie alone because, he had too many women for me, and I couldn't deal with it. So I got on, So then she comes in the picture and she thinking that she can just change everything. It's not like that with me. You know what I'm saying? She cannot come in between my daughter and her daddy. That's why I'm trying to put the thing out. You know what I'm saying?
But you say that she has. How has she come between your daughter?
Okay, say for instance, like later on through the years, my daughter was 5, okay? She's old enough to talk to her daddy. Am I right or wrong? A 5-year-old can talk. She asked her daddy to fix her bike, okay? He told her when he fixed Evelyn kid's bike, he would fix her bike. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Am I right or wrong? That's a no-no. You know?
All right. Just as I promised, everyone, we have Evelyn here. You want to meet Evelyn? Evelyn! We took a little break. Everyone's calmed down. We all understand that we're all mature adults, and we know that violence is never the answer. Right, ladies? Okay, where were we? Evelyn, what do you want to say?
I want to say this. First of all, I did not come between you and your child. You and Black had problems long before I even came in the picture. First of all, I have 4 beautiful kids of my own self. Why should I use a child to get to a father? And I know how I feel to be raised up without a father or a mother. I would never do anything like that. I didn't come between you and Black.
Wait a minute, girlfriend.
No, girlfriend,
Peace game on this one, though. Okay, Black used to do for Brenda. Okay,
wait a minute. Black, you're calling Black. Black is Willie.
Okay.
Willie used to
Wait a minute. Back up. You had your talk, so let me talk. You had your say.
Hang on.
No, you had your talk, so let me finish. First of all, I didn't even know you when you had your child when Black was doing something for your child. Okay?
Do you know, Evelyn, do you keep Willie from paying child support?
No, I do not.
Okay.
No, I do not.
Support.
Willie don't do nothing for his daughter to the best of You know why? Because you always lying. You always lying. You is lying. I get $1,200 a month, and I take care of you. You crazy. If you did, you don't think that's no lie? Girl thing. When my daughter had started growing back, Evelyn asked my daughter. She asked my daughter to ask me because she braided my daughter hair. You was a damn
Hang on.
I never asked your daughter nothing.
Evelyn.
I don't even know you be asking your daughter to braid hair.
Evelyn.
You was coming over my house. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Hang on.
You don't know me personally, honey. You do not know me personally.
Ladies. Evelyn, please, respect me. You guys are talking about I, me. What about this child? Do you think this child deserves to know her father?
Yes, I know that. And I would never use no daddy or no mother to get to a child because I have 4 kids of my own, and he also had 2 other kids, and I get along with them very well, and I do help him take care of his
why is there such animosity between the 2 of you?
Because she is jealous. You is jealous. Girl, look at you. With that weave in your head.
All right,
with that weave in your head.
Hang on, we're going to bring out Willie and hear Willie's side of it. Willie, come on out. Willie is acting like he is king of the hill. Willie. First question, Willie. Do you support your child that you have with Lynette?
The best way I can. I take care of my daughter the best way I can. The problem is this here. I always want to do for my child as much as I can. I have a job and like this here. This girl here, bring my daughter to my house. Don't leave her. She want to stay here with her and start stuff.
If his mama, if her mama, if his wife don't like
she don't bring my daughter around. She don't bring my daughter.
Do with no kids.
But okay, you don't trust him. You say you don't trust him.
This is my daughter. I love my daughter. I don't neglect my daughter at all.
Why don't you trust?
You don't neglect my daughter. I love my daughter.
Why don't you trust?
Okay, when I was 8 months pregnant, I'm gonna tell y'all this is a proven fact. I was 8 months pregnant with my son. Okay, I took my daughter to her daddy's house and she asked me to fix her bike. He told her after he fixed Evelyn them kids' bike, and I was like, no, that's a no. She is old enough to ask you. Evelyn came out to me. She don't ask her daddy to do nothing. You ask. She don't ask her daddy to do nothing. It caused a fight. It brought a fight on. Now, if he cared about his daughter, if he don't see her that much, he don't do much for her. He will fix her bike. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Listen though.
Hang on, one at a time. Wait, let's hear. We heard from you. Let's hear from Willie now.
She right. But at the time, I had 4 other bikes to fit. I just can't start on doing. I can't start on doing. I got 4 more stuff here. I can't stop what I'm doing.
Don't even go there.
Nobody else.
Don't even go there.
What is going to happen? What is going to happen here? I understand that you and Evelyn are now separated because of Lynette.
That's right.
For what?
And a lot
I don't
of
even come
others.
around with
No.
I got another man, a beautiful man at home. He takes care of my daughter.
Why you think you this long?
I don't even come around.
Wait a minute. What is going to happen?
If you would be somebody woman and come to him like
Willie.
I don't even have.
What is going to happen to this child? Lynette, What is going to happen to your daughter?
You know what? She got a beautiful stepfather at home that's got her right now. And I want to say hi to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? She watches her. He don't whoop my baby.
Beating on him too.
He don't whoop my baby.
Beating on my baby.
He don't whoop my baby.
My baby tell me every time.
Whoop my baby.
Steady beating on my daughter.
Okay, if he beating my baby, you think I'm
on my daughter.
What a man
Steady beating on you too.
beating on my daughter.
Steady beating on you too.
No, he ain't beating on me.
Every time you get power, you turn to me.
P-game. I don't turn to you.
Every time you get power, you come to me.
Hang on. I need to take a break, you guys.
You have to get me.
We are going to have...
Who being who face?
Excuse me.
I don't be So what? Do it. Do it. I don't want it. Do it.
We're going to have a therapist to talk with these people at the end of the show, and hopefully we'll come to some resolution. Next up, a woman confronts her boyfriend to see if he still has feelings for his baby's mother, and she's here too. We'll be right back after this. Did your friend move in on the person you were interested in? Do you want to confront your friend who stole the man or woman you were really into? If so, you could be a guest.
Call 1-800-GO-RICKY or 212-889-7465.